Hey guys, sorry for the shitty video quality I did while replacing the window regulator. I did not plan on doing any work tonight to the car. I took the car to work today and went out for lunch, go pick up some coffee for the mornings. Window went down, parked it, window went up fine. Came back out from getting coffee and window just went like and just was getting stuck and was all fucked up and clicking. So I took the car home. I was scared it was going to rain. It's bad enough my top leaks, but I can control that a little bit. But window not being able to close good, I don't want to chance it. Brought it home. Again, I didn't figure I was going to do any work tonight, but some guys said it was a pretty easy fix. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Got the door panel off. Had to coax getting the motor out without having to pull out the whole assembly and everything. That actually worked out pretty good. Later in the video you can see, again, the video's shitty quality. I didn't plan on making a video, just kind of had to get this done quick before it got dark out. I didn't eat dinner yet, feed my animals, do any of that shit because I wanted to get this done. Took me an hour and a half maybe fucking around trying to drill out rivets and stuff, but otherwise it wasn't too bad. But there's not much information on how to get the motor itself out, so I put a little bit of information on there so you know how to get that out, and you can just slide that out through the front speaker slot if you take out the speaker, and coax it out through there, and then just slide it back up there when you're done, start the bolts through, and get everything back in. So you see from the video little tidbits on what the motor looks like when it's apart, when it shreds the bushings, and you'll see what I did to fix that since I don't have bushings on hand. Alright, so for someone who has never taken the window motor out of an Sn95 Mustang before, I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go. If you want to take out just the motor, there's a rivet right there and right there. Drill those rivets out, and then inside these holes it's going to look like there's 3 8mm bolts that go in there. They look like they're actually bolting the cover on the motor. They are not. They're actually holding in the motor in some fashion. I gotta take a look at the motor and see how they're holding in because I don't get it. But as soon as you pop those out, it actually drops down. And here's what those bolts look like. They're pretty long bolts. Once you have the motor out, your motor's gonna look like this. Obviously you have to disconnect the wiring that's up in the door. So those 3 bolts go there, there, and where that blue is. And okay, so I guess when you're putting the bolts in, you're screwing them in and it's pulling the motor towards the door in some fashion. Okay, I have to see how that goes back together. The other thing you're gonna see, I don't know if you can see those here, but there's little holes there, right there and right there. You have to get a pair of C-clip pliers, like those there, and then put pressure on to pull them out. I can't do this one-handed, so I'm gonna try and do this and then post another video. Alright, got a little bit of an update. I put that C-clip back on. That C-clip does not pull off this cover. I guess it just holds in that gear there somehow underneath. However, the cover is held in, and you'll see there's a little notch right there, a little notch up in that top corner. You gotta pop those out a little bit, and then the cover actually comes off. So there's some bushings in here for what I'm told. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'm pretty sure these bushings are gonna have some carnage to them. Alright, can't do it one-handed, I'll come back. Alright, so anybody who has done this job before is gonna laugh at this because apparently this is a pretty common thing. You guys who have not done this job before, your windows are clicking and kind of going like that, up and down. This is what causes this. There was once fairly solid bushings in there, and if you could tell, there's a whole bunch of broken up little pieces of plastic. There's like a gear in there or something. So all this little shit is stuck. You can see a bunch of little shit stuck in there.
And actually there's a one piece that's getting stuck and my motor was skipping on. So, for what I'm told, just go to Pep Boys or something and get a replacement bushing on the inside of here. I'm going to cut the camera and take this apart and see what the hell this really looks like once it's apart. Alright, so this is the unit disassembled. I got all the junk out of it. You can see the worm gear in there. There was a whole bunch of shit stuck in there. I threw a little bit of grease in there, a little bit of grease in the back. And basically what you want to do is take this gear, drop that back in. And you need something at the apexes. What they were rubber seals before, or not rubber, plastic bushings before. And those were, I guess, supposed to protect little kids that close their arms and doors. I don't have little kids that fuck with my car, and I don't have those bushings. So some people said to use 10mm nuts. You see I placed them in there, and you have the recesses there. So what you're gonna do is drop that in there, and set it so those are not blocking it. Trying to see where we're stuck at here. So I'm trying to do this with one hand. Alright. You can see that holds in place. And those are not going to shear off. You better not shear off. You put the assembly back together. A little washer on top. That keeps them coming off because I have grease on my hands. The C-clip washer. There's a C-clip. Which looks like it's in the channel. So you see the C-clips in the channel. The gear is not stuck anymore. And we'll go hook it up, make sure it works. Alright, so here we have the motor plugged in. We've got the switch here, and you should see it should go freely. No binding up, a little bit of lopsidedness. I'm trying to do this in my lap here. So, a little bit of lopsidedness, but it's not getting hung up. So we'll try that out. Now that I know how it gets out, or how it comes out, it shouldn't be a big deal to redo it if this doesn't hold. I'll get it assembled and I'll show you guys how it went together. Alright, so I got the motor back in. I fished the motor up through the speaker hole, and the plug is up through here. Those holes I was talking about, I don't know if you could see these. There's one bolt, another bolt, and another bolt. When you screw those in, they actually pull the frame of the window frame. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank of what the fuck that's called right now. The window regulator frame, I'm sorry. So that actually pulls that out, and then since you drill out the rivets, you can just put a 10mm in there. I gotta drill this one out a little bit more. I fucked this one up. But you can see, keep on hitting locks, window goes up and down. Nice and smooth. Well, as smooth as 24-year-old windows can be without being lubed up a little bit. I may lube up a little bit in here. See if I can clean up. There is I'm gonna see if I can throw a little bit of grease in there maybe. But otherwise it's working.